Doctors and nurses of Reddit who have delivered babies to mothers who clearly cheated on their husbands. What was that like? 1. Had a patient who came into the ER for a UTI with her boyfriend of 4 months. His words. She was 19. Acting extremely dramatic for just having UTI. We tell her we need urine. She urges us to use a catheter on her, which is really unusual, but she says she can't pee, so me and another nurse assume the position to put in a catheter with her lying on the gurney. At this point the nurse screams, "Call L&D. She's crowning." The L&D nurse gets in just in time to grab the child as it shoots out into her hands and is a living, breathing baby. The girl swears she had no idea she was pregnant. They wheel her off to postpartum and the guy is just kind of left standing there, dumbstruck. We've only been dating 4 months. I had no idea she was pregnant. She never mentioned it at all. As he just buried his head in his knees while he was sitting on the floor against the hallway wall. I felt so bad for the guy. 2. Newborn had an STD, got it from the mom, obviously. So the mom admits she was cheating on the dad because there's no other way to explain that one. Except, the dad was cheating too, with the other guy's girlfriend, and all 4 of them had this STD. With no idea who had it first. They also had no idea who the actual dad was. That was a rodeo. 3. Anesthesiologist here. C-sections are typically done under spinal anesthesia and we're the ones at the head of the table keeping the mother calm and talking her through the procedure while the surgeons operate. I've seen it more than once, but I remember one in particular when the parents were both very Caucasian and the baby was very much not. The actual father obviously had to be very dark-skinned. At delivery, when the not father saw the baby, he just looked down at his wife, who was starting to cry, and calmly said, "You fucking bitch," and walked out. She started screaming for him to come back, but there wasn't much she could do since she was, still being operated on. She lost it to the point I eventually had to sedate her just a bit because she was in danger of injuring herself. As far as I know, her husband never came back to the hospital. I don't know what happened after that. 4. Mother to be warned. This could go one of 2 ways prior to delivery. Wasn't sure what she meant. She was white, as was her husband. Delivered baby was black. Then it all made sense. 5. Not a doctor, but my best friend's brother-in-law has 2 black parents and came out completely white. DNA tests confirmed they were both his parents. It just be like that sometimes.